237. I'm sorry about that, my video timed out. I will try and make this a little more shorter than I can, because obviously I've only got so much memory on my phone. So anyway, we've got Danny and Abra. They trap Rose the Hat in the Overlook Hotel, and they use Danny uses his shine to trap Rose in the hedge maze. At the point where Rose is unaware that she's actually in Danny's mind, where at the time she's just literally stood in front of the old typewriter that Jack Torrance used, and he tries to trap her in one of those many boxes, but unfortunately fails in doing so, and tells Abra to run. And it comes to that scene where we have that similarity. Instead of Jack Torrance coming up the stairs, it's Rose, and obviously Danny's at the top of the stairs with the axe instead of a baseball bat like Wendy. And Wendy, Rose sends Dan flying down the stairs after injuring him with the axe, and when she starts absorbing his steam, when she's got him pinned to the floor and squeezing his injury, with, squeezing the blood out of his injury, his steam starts to emerge, and she gets really high on what's going on inside his mind and what he's been through, and she's like, I want more, and he unleashes all the ghosts from the Overlook, telling her that they're not special, they're just hungry, and they all come out, and they just sort of do to her what she's been doing to children for centuries. And at the point I thought, I really feel sorry for her, but at the same time you just sort of like, yes, now you know what it feels like when you murder children for their steam. And then I keep saying I will try and stop saying that a lot. You've got the Grady twins. They turn around and they tell Danny the same thing that you hear, and they go, hello Danny, come and play with us forever and ever and ever. And then all the ghosts from the hotel start attacking him, but rather than what Rose did, they possess him like they did Jack. And then he starts running around the hotel limping because of his injury, with an axe in his hand, looking for Abra. And she ends up hiding in room 237, where Mrs. Massey always appears to Danny. Oh. And for God's sake, and she tries to get Dan to realise that it's not him, it's a false mask, just as Danny said to Jack. So Danny gives her sort of like a head start to get out of the hotel and finish what he should have done all those years ago, and finally gets to the boiler room. The ghosts still possessing him, they try to stop him from letting the boiler explode, because they've been asleep for so long. The hotel has been asleep for so long, it wants to live again, and he manages to do what his father couldn't. In the movie The Shining, of course, Jack just dies in the hedge maze, but in the book, the hotel burns, and that was what Stephen King liked about the ending of The Shining, because of Dr. Sleep, because he got the ending. This is quoting Michael Flanagan. He got the ending that he never saw in The Shining in Dr. Sleep. Now, I don't know in the book if Danny dies, but obviously in the film he does, and I really cried about that, because I you got that feeling when you don't want Danny to die, because he's the hero, even though he's had he's had a really, really, really crappy, I'm trying to refrain from swearing, even though I've put this not for children, he's had a really crappy life after his mum dies, and to have him, you know, come to the point where he's doing so well and people love him, and he's, you know, he's a great person, he's got a, you know, a good job, and he's got a good little group of friends, and he, you know, he's got a good friend with Abra, and he sort of develops a not a deep friend, not a lasting friendship with Abra's dad, but you know, he's got a trust with that as well. And it just really brought me to tears, because it's sort of, Dan's now passing the torch on to Abra as Dick Halloran did to Dan. So yeah, I can't wait for the film to come out on bloody YouTube. Sorry, I'm bloody sorry. I have been checking ever since the start of February, because the DVD comes out in the UK, here in the UK, late this month, and I just keep looking up on YouTube so that I can rent it and watch it. I know I'm going to buy the DVD anyway, but I'm just so eager to watch it again, and I just can't wait. And I can't add it to my little King collection, which I think you've probably all seen by now. It's a bit dark, but I don't know if you can see. You can see Pennywise leering at you. You can see the Grady twins. You can see the stand. You got Carrie, Rage Carrie 2. You got Firestarter, which is another book I will be looking for, because once again, didn't know it was a Sting novel. But Sting? Stephen King! Oh my god. I hope he never watches these. And, you know, we got this one, which I bloody love. Ellen Rimbauer and Rose Red. So, yes, that concludes chapter 4. And I'm sorry it's dragged out so long. It's on to 2 separate videos. So, right. If you enjoy my channels, and like I say, I'm very thrilled with the fact that I've got quite a good number of reporting to me that people are actually watching my episodes, and I'm very thankful. So if you are happy to see more episodes from me, please click like and subscribe and ring that bell to see more videos. Ta-ra!